everybody. Today I just wanted to kind of touch base real quick on walking onions. There's been such a buzz and so many people found such great interest in it, and I absolutely love the walking onions. A couple things I wanted to make kind of straighten out so people might understand a little better. When you go online and you find the walking onions, if they say sets, this is a set. But I don't know 100% if they're sending you a cluster or individuals. Now, as far as this, they do grow pretty good, sets. But you do risk the chance of some of them dying, rotting out or something before they grow. So be aware of that. I've got some right now. I took the small ones and I've been kind of experimenting, but breaking them apart and putting little ones in a cottage cheese container and leaving it on my windowsill in a matter of days. The teeny little sets, and I did separate them, took off, and they're growing really good. So you can get sets from people, and if it's in the winter and you have snow, you can possibly keep them on a windowsill. What I would do with them is if you put them in a flower pot, put them on the windowsill and in potting soil, and make sure when you water them you don't overwater them. You don't want to overwater the onions, because think of an onion, they can rot. You get the little, they're called sets. You buy like a bag of 50 yellow, white, or purple onions or red onions, and you get these little bulbs and you put them in the soil in the spring, and then they grow in the onions, because your big onions are kind of a 2-year cycle. They first have seeds, then the seeds grow into, after the seeds fall and you plant them or whatever, you get these little onions, then they dig those up and then they sell those, and that's called a set. So, because you're setting these in the ground and you're turning them into onions. You buy 50 of them and hopefully almost all of them make it. These are different, and this is what I wanted to point out also. As far as walking onions, one plant can have anywhere from no babies, but generally they'll have something, even if it's 1 or 2, to maybe, I'm going to say 30, but that's even pushing it. Generally, like this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, I took one off, 5. This one had 5. So generally they can have 5, 10, 15 if they throw a few different sets. So that's why they're a little harder to find, because what you're looking for now is a plant that only throws so many plants, so many babies. Where an onion, let's say a white onion, could be white, yellow, red, it doesn't matter. They throw seeds, and one plant can throw hundreds of seeds. So you can end up with tons of sets, because you can eat the green onions while they're growing, but it's a different plant. So that's why it is harder to get them. When I bought my first ones, I bought them on eBay, and the person wrapped them up in a wet paper towel, sent them in the mail, and they were about yay long. And when they came, she said she was organic, so it worked out good, because we were eating green onions while we were waiting for them to grow, and they grew really fast. I cannot remember how many I bought, 5 or 10 of them, and now my whole yard, I mean, I don't know if you can see behind me, everything is covered with green onions. Every time I have the babies, I grab the whole top a lot of times and stick them in the ground and just grow them. So, and then they'll grow in a big cluster, and then they'll have a whole bunch of babies. So that's the way I bought them. Now, some people have said, oh, eBay is bad to buy from. You know, I've never had a problem with eBay as far as ever losing my money, because eBay, no matter what, they will stand behind. They stand behind the buyer, it seems like, more than the sellers. Keep that in mind. So you still have to do your part. When you go, whether it's eBay, Etsy, Amazon, or a bigger company, Burpees, or any company that might have them, read the ad. That's the main thing. Let's say you're going to eBay. Let's go back to eBay. Do not buy anything if you're in the US out of the country, because it can take too long. And when it comes to plants, I would not buy out of the country. Find somebody locally, read their feedback, look and see what else they're selling. If they're selling other plants, and pretty much you're into somebody that's a backyard gardener. And I support small businesses and backyard gardeners. I don't care if they have one flower pot and they have a devotion to growing some, let's say, walking onions, and they want to sell off some of theirs to make a little bit of money back, I think that's great. They took their time to grow a small amount or a field in their yards. I think that's wonderful, and I support people like that. On the other hand, I absolutely support the big box stores and the big stores. We, as people, need both. We need both. We need to support the backyard gardener, and we need to support the big box stores. I shop at Walmart and Home Depot and Lowe's, but I have yet to ever see Egyptian walking onions there. I have never seen them. I'm not saying they don't have them, but I've never seen them. And the biggest reason I think would be they wouldn't be able to buy bulk for all their stores. Now, Burpee's has them. Some people said Burpee's Seed Company has them, and that's great, but they're sets. So what you may be getting are tiny little onions. Somebody else said that, oh, they'll send it to you at the right time, which means you may be buying from a company and putting your money out, not seeing your plant for 3 or 4 or 6 months. When I put my money out somewhere, and whoever the company is, I expect to have my plant on my doorstep in a reasonable time without waiting. That's me. That's just me. As far as the green onions, the walking onions, you can plant them and put them out on a patio and wait for the weather to get better. If you are not having snow, then you can just start putting them in the ground. I would start them in a pot, and as soon as they establish, if you get tiny little sets, I'd put them in a pot, get them established, and then put them in the ground. That's the way I would do it. You don't have to, but I would, like a pot like this. Look, I'm growing in my chocolate mint. I've got three Egyptian walking onions, and I'm gonna have more because I'm gonna stick some of these in there. So that's basically all I wanted to talk about, is make sure you know what you're getting. Some people wanted plants, some people wanted sets. This tiny little thing is a set. So if you can find a plant, now what I did was I reached out to some people, and the one gentleman got back to me and explained to me how he loves his walking onions, and he got it from his mom 10 years ago, and that he puts them up on eBay, and he's got a small field in his yard of them, and as soon as he's out, he's out. I think I believe him. I look back in his history, and he seems to be selling more walking onions than anything else. He does also grow some garlic. See, I support somebody like that. I was unprepared for people that started asking me because I'm not really selling anything. So, I mean, I thought, gee, what am I going to do? I may have a couple dozen here I could dig up, maybe. But then if I have more people coming in than I have, then I'm going to get people angry. So I've got to get myself more prepared, get a lot of these tiny sets in pots. And I don't want to sell them as sets. I would personally rather sell them as a nice sized plant, and that you would have something right away to deal with. That's my personal opinion. Will I ever sell sets? Maybe I will. Because right now I'm experimenting with the smallest of sets to see how well they grow. But personally, if I start selling walking onions at some point, maybe next year, in the spring or something, I would prefer to sell plants, to get people with a plant in their hand and go from there. So look around, read your ad before you buy, see what you're getting, understand what you're buying, whether they're sets or a plant, and then go from there. That's all. Just, you have to read and understand what you're getting. But that's it. These in here that I planted, I did pull off the sets, and as the sets are getting a little size to them, I pulled them off, because once this green stem turns brown, they're no longer feeding from the mother plant. And if they don't get in the ground, the sets will die. So if somebody's putting sets in cold storage, they're very small. They're much more delicate than your yellow, white, or red or purple onions. So they could end up being dry and not being so vital, and they could end up dying back. So I would like to get fresh ones personally. And I do have them around, but like I said, I wasn't really thinking about selling them, so a lot of times they fell over and they didn't get to the ground, and if I just didn't look for them, then they dried out, and once they dry out, they're no good. So the main thing is, I hope whoever you find that's got them isn't pulling them too young. You've got to have a bulb on there. If they haven't developed a bulb, then they won't grow generally. They have to have a bulb. Think of a tulip or whatever you want to grow that has a bulb. They have to develop the bulb. The bigger the bulb, the better. The easier, that you're going to get to establish them and then get them going. Now, once you get them and once you take care of them, you'll never have to buy them again. You'll be giving them to your friends. Who knows? You may be selling them on eBay or Etsy or Amazon, or maybe you'll get so big you'll sell them to some of the big seed companies. And I bet you they'd like that too. So that's it. I just wanted to touch base on that. They're great onions. Oh, they taste really good. Oh my gosh. Gary just picks them out of the garden, walks around and eats them all day. The green onions you get from the store kind of have a bite. And these taste like an onion, but they don't have that bitter bite. And they are so good. You can use them anywhere you can use onions. Even if you couldn't use onions, you can put it in there. They're so good. Gary goes around the garden and he'll take a green onion and wrap it up with a tomato and pop it in his mouth and eat it that way too. But see how easy they are to grow? You just stick them in a pot. So I really want to encourage people. I'm so excited. This is like the greatest thing to me. I want to see people, even if you don't have a big garden, and you just are a gardener in a one-pot garden, then I want to see you grow walking onions, because this is just so great. Just say let's say you're not a vegan and you want to make yourself a big hamburger, and you can slice up green onions and put that in a hamburger. And if you're vegan, you put it in all your foods and you eat it raw. You can cook it or eat it raw, any way you want. It's just really good for everybody. I would say don't give the onions to your dogs. They say onions are bad for dogs. The reason I shake my head is I have found Kitty who looks for them and picks them sometimes and chews on them. I don't know why. Maybe she likes the flavor of the green onion. I don't know. I'm always yelling at her to get out of there, but she likes the green onion. But I would not give the green onion to the dogs. This is for people. This is people food. So with that, just wanted to jump in there and tell you what the difference is if you're buying sets from somebody or if you're buying plants. This is a plant. See if I can get in there and pull one out. And that's what I bought from somebody, is a plant. Oh, this one's really down in there. Okay, this one doesn't want to come out. Boy, they really established themselves in there. Wow, this one set some really deep roots down. But I went and bought plants from somebody, and that's the way I wanted to start my walking onions, with a plant. See, I stuck these in here a while ago, little tiny ones, and they just took off and grew. There it goes. This is how I bought them. That is a plant. And I can't remember, it was either 5 or 10 of them. They came like this. These have a very small bulb, because this particular one was planted in a cluster, so I had to break it apart. But that's how I bought it, and I had onions immediately. Immediately we were eating green onions. So again, this is a plant, and when you see the word set, this tiny little thing is a set. So you decide on which way you want to buy it. Either way is fine, just less work when you get a plant, because they're already established. And now it's back in here, and I'm going to stick a couple more sets in here. What's really nice is once you plant them, you can easily move them around. They're just the easiest plant to take care of and move around. So now you know what the difference is between a plant and a set. Now this is worth showing. I put these little tiny sets in here 2 days ago. And I started pulling them out to look, and look at this. These are little sets. In 2 days, they've already set roots. 2 days. Now I don't know about, even the clusters. So, if you're in an area with snow, look at that, 2 days. I would say start collecting the babies, if you've got them, put them on your windowsill. And this is mainly wood chips, but you can put them in potting soil. Keep them watered, but don't, let them dry out a little tiny bit. And Yes, you can easily break them apart, because this was my experiment to see if I could break the smallest ones apart or leave them together. And either way works. See, these are 2 clusters here. This one's got 3, and there's roots. And this one's got 4, and there's roots. This is only 2 days. This one's just starting, might be a little too wet. Look at this, even this small, tiny one, it's already got roots. Now I gotta stick them all back in, but I didn't know. I'm pulling this out. Look at this. 2 days. That's how easy it is. So yes, you can. Now I've got some, no, that's nothing. That's wood chips. All right. So they will set root in a matter of a couple days. If you get sets, just take care of them. So sets should be just as good as plants, I would guess, because it sure worked good for me. And I haven't taken them off that tiny before or checked them in 2 days. I can't believe in 2 days I've got roots. The other thing is, if anybody ever tells you that they've got seeds for sale of walking onions, don't buy them. You never want to buy seeds. You only want to buy the bulbs or the sets or the plants. You do not want to buy seeds. They do not have seeds, and if they ever threw seeds, then you've got something else and it may not be what you want. So have a great day. Don't forget to get some walking onions, Egyptian onions, tree onions. I think they call them treetop onions. There's so many different names for them. Don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye, everybody. So good. Bye-bye.